Skewmon Olaf.
Olaf jungle with
I mean, he does get kited a bit now, but...
Oh, let's go!
I'm not sure.
It's a little bit diverse. I like at the very least that G2's comp
doesn't have great wave clear. He's mystic shotting a couple of minions here or there, and that's about it.
I mean, Ezreal is basically strong to push if he can threaten the all-in, but if he cannot get the all-in here, as
good damage,
a really good trade. Broken Blade in trouble here.
Needs a couple more autos. Is he holding the flash? Flash forward from Nako, flash away
dash
from
stab.
BB. Dash stab! Nako with a solo ball. Q3.
I mean, it's just bread and butter. Like, this is just how the combo works. Like, when Broken Blade walks up there and then misses the Q.
Oh, Nako. Gets some damage on the Broken Blade, needs another tower shot, not gonna get it. Skewmon with the undertow will find the kill. So where's Linsus? Probably on the top side of the map, currently at the red. Could look to try and steal away this blue, and Caps doesn't want that to happen. So he makes sure the control ward goes down to protect Skewmon's investments in the top side. Caps making a sojourn up towards this top side. Nako trying to move across as well. Caps does have to push in mid, and Human is gonna have to answer that. So it'll be a 3v2 if Caps moves first and begins to do so.
It's tricky.
Yeah, I think Vitality are realizing they can't really contest. Caps already in the fog of war. Bubble gonna land here. Tidal wave there for the follow-up onto Lebrov. Gets the kick back onto Fleshy, down to 200 HP, but...
Like, the health bars are fake.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know how low someone is when there's a barrier and heal coming out in a moment's notice, so...
Emilio are also giving you about 150 HP back, alongside getting rid of some of those CC effects. As you say, Nako pops the World Ender, and I think Skewmon's happy enough just to back away, takes that ultimate, and then retreats out of the fight. You thought they were going to go for more there, didn't you? As the Scatter of the Week's going to land on the Caps. Unleash power! Humanoid finds it, takes the nap afterwards. Sweet dreams for Humanoid.
That is done after game 2, where he got humbled by the LeBlanc, and here, Linsa's rolling up with a big binder. Doesn't find it.
His massive binder just coming in. Gonna hit you with all of these files, my dude.
Again.
A couple of pings coming out from both teams as Nako and Broken Blade trade towards the top side. Chains for the pullback. Caps still looking to get up here. Nako is about to realize he's in a 1v2. Flashes away from the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Now needs to get out from the paddle stars as well. Skewmon getting caught out. Good bubble, but he goes in with the Ragnarok and trades back onto Linsus. The Protoplasm Harness alongside that maximum dosage, healing Linsus up enough. Meanwhile, on the top side, Nako was able to escape. Lebrov dies to Humanoid. The torch enough to burn through the Milio.
Wow. Look how tanky the Mundo was there. Yeah. With the Protoplasm Harness, the W and the ult, he just walked out of there. Scott
got the damage there down onto Humanoid to stop him from getting the reset. Behind as well as Broken Blade overstepped, walked through the tower. Linsus on the chase. BB still has his flash. Scatter the Weak not gonna find him. He flashes away from it. I don't think they'll have the damage to go through the Soul Furnace for now. And because of that, Rift Herald is gonna get secured. Cap's gonna get hit with the True Chains. Unfortunately, I believe Skewmon got out of the range of the chains there.
I think the little...
dealing with Broken Blade, who has just been able to chip away at this tower pretty effectively by himself. In fact, might even take the whole tower here with the minions.
Triple side laning here from Vitality. Like, Aatrox rotated down fully, but Humanoid rotated mid fully. And you know, Caps and Beaver just pushing these side lanes. Like, okay, they'll probably get this dragon, so they, in the end they get what they wanted, but paid a little bit of a big price for it.
Nako's staying. They really want Caps, or they just really want the tower. Skewmon is in the vicinity, currently at his wolves. Broken Blade will be able to take Skewmon and then has to walk away. This will be a tower over to G2. Meanwhile, nothing really doing for Vitality on the other side of the map. G2 happy enough with the turret. It's like, okay, we're slightly behind. We'll just take the gold we can get.
Actually, the fight is already breaking out as they're taking so much space. But I think Nako, if you want to TP, this is the time to do it on that Raptor board. If you're not, then you can just keep pushing and get rich, my guy.
Yeah, clear the wave, get the tower. Shield on him. But Kaza and Fleshy alone. Nako dashes away from the Decimating Smash. Caps looking for the long range. Sleepy Trouble Bubble goes just short of hitting Kazi. The Drake down to 6,000. Broken Blade pulled back. Q3 from Nako doesn't find its mark. G2 just waiting in the fog of war, jumping onto Linsus again. Sleepy Trouble Bubble not hitting. Nako coming across. Humanoid there with a Scatter of the Weak. Drag back. Broken Blade has to flash away. Tidal Wave used as well as Caps tries to jump in. Sleepy Trouble Bubble not hitting anyone. Drake secured for Vitality.
They're kind of
point now for them as Humanoid looks for the knockback, but Unstoppable Onslaught out from BB gets him to safety. But what about the rest of G2?
Where are they going to run?
Beginning to step forward. Ragnarok coming out as Skewmon tries to turn the table. Sleepy Trouble Bubble was going to land on Humanoid and forces him to back away. Nako with the World Ender is going to time out, and in the end, G2 able to extricate all 5 members out alive for the cost of a Drake and their mid lane tier 1.
I mean, they made it out alive, but still, that's Drake over to Vitality. Mid lane tower, you can make that argument. You can make that argument, yeah. Truly counter logic.
Linsus here, dodging to the side of the undertow, coming out of Skewmon. Good damage onto the rod. There's the culling as well with an Acroprism onto Broken Blade. He's down to about a third HP. Skewmon now having to retreat. Sleepy Trouble Bob was going to land onto the Mundo. Nako trying to get in the way. Ragnarok forward by Skewmon, but he's just down, and now the chase continues. Broken Blade's on the back line, and the rest of G2 don't have the tank in front of them. Hans Summer uses the barrier. TP coming in. This is Ocean Soul with no jungler for G2. Vitality looking to clean it up.
I mean, they were not tanky at all. Skewmon runs in there, just gets one shot by all of Vitality, and now Caps may be in trouble.
He has to flash away. Kazi's not going to chase any further, doesn't need to. There's a Baron and a Soul for Vitality. Caps taken out by the True Shot Barrage. Kazi finds his man.
Say what you want about Kazi, but when he gets Ezreal, he always delivers. It's a fantastic pick coming out. That might just be the Baron, or it might just be something mid there. Look at Nako is going up.
Hans still has the flash, and not Nako! Flash, Darkin Blade follows it up on LeBron. He'll keep chasing and then decide against it. Doesn't want to get kicked back. Baron has to be the option now for Vitality as BB is just pushing out the bottom side, knowing he can't do anything at this objective.
And you see on the player cams of Vitality, you see their massive grins, they're smiling, they're having a fantastic time while they're just running G2 across the map.
There's this tiny window. Humanoid shows up, doesn't have TP. Broken Blade does have one. Skewmon has the Ragnarok. You could just sprint in and look for the steal. Skewmon's working his way across there now. 5,000 on the Baron. I think it's going to be too late. And there is the Baron for Vitality. There was a very, very small window where G2 could have tried to contest, but without Caps' TP, perhaps without the knowledge.
What's happening in Vitality team comes.
Man, like, as long as they're vibing, it works for them. Vitality have often been, they've been a team based on mojo. That has always been Vitality's motto, right? Even when we saw them making it into Worlds with Yamato, talking about climbing the mountain, you know? It was always a team that relied so much on individual skill alongside good macro. Tidal Wave coming out as Humanoid is called out, gets the Scatter of the Week back, and Hans Summer almost dies. Meanwhile, on the backline, Kazi's getting chased out by Skewmon. Skewmon trying to flash, but can't kill off Kazi. And now Linsus turns it around. Caps rocket belting out of the clutches of this Mundo. Another Scatter of the Week hitting onto Broken Blade. They've lost their jungler once again. A long-range Sleepy Trouble Bubble not going to be followed up by a Paddle Star. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Nako continues to knock on that inhibitor tower. Vitality pushing through two waves and no real answer coming out from G2.
I mean, their mojo just all over the place right now as they're pushing in inhibitors here. Like, look at the damage, look at the poke, look at the range. It's the Syndra and Ezreal combo. Wherever they walk up, they just outrange all of G2. The Lucian cannot dash in against this champion. BB TP is on the tower just to get the shield for a semblance of being able to hold their base right now, but Nako and Vitality are pushing on their door.
Nako is 5 levels up above Hans Summer. Has to retreat for now as the first tower does fall. Kazi and Humanoid is still very healthy as well. Hans Summer dodging to the side of the Infernal chains, but all he's doing is putting a tickle into the back of Nako. Broken Blade now on the front line. G2 have 5 members strong, but they just can't defend. The Nexus is open and the minions are doing all the work. It's a barrage of cannon minions, and the artillery will take out the Nexus. Vitality 2-1.
And Linz, as you said,